Hello everyone. Okay, so as we were doing the chapter number 5 of our class 8 history, that is When People Rebel 1857 and After, so we were on the topic from Meerut to Delhi. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to cover this whole topic and in a very short time, and also from this paragraph, from this topic, a chain of incidents are going to begin of 1857 revolt. I have explained you a mutiny becomes a popular rebellion, in which we got an introduction and overview of 1857 revolt. Now from here we are going into details of the chapter of the 1857 revolt. Okay, so without wasting time, first of all, I want to tell you that if you got any doubts, any questions, any queries related to this topic, in the end of this video, so please mention the comment section. I will definitely answer all of them in a very short time and as soon as possible. Okay, so here a very first incident of 1857 comes that on 29th of March 1857, a young soldier Mangal Pandey was hanged to death for attacking his officers in Barakpur. Okay, so basically Barakpur was a district in India. Right now we consider it as a district, but at that time Barakpur was a kingdom, or was you can consider it as a state. So Barakpur has its own army of company, and in that company's army, Mangal Pandey was employed as a sepoy. Okay, and when he got employed in 1857 on 1857 in the March month, he attacked his officers, his British officers, for overruling him and for forcing him to to shoot with the gun which gun was suspected of being coated with the fat of cows and pigs. And in Hindu religion, cows are used to be worshipped too. Okay, and how can they have cows meat and pigs meat? By how can they even touch their meat to their mouth? So that thing was a great and a huge deal for Hindu people, and Mangal Pandey was also a Hindu one. Okay, or all right. So he attacked his officers, and for this thing, and on 29th March 1857, sorrow with a lot of sorrow and uh, really very unexpectedly, he was hanged to death. Okay, he was hanged to death, Mangal Pandey, for attacking his officers on 29th March 1857. All right, this was our first incident. Second thing, this incident led the second incident. How? So let me tell you that a few days later of his death, so some sepoys of regiment at Meerut. Now from Barakpur we will move to Meerut. We will jump to Meerut. Okay, Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. So basically in Meerut, a regiment of sepoys were refused to do the army drill. Why did they refuse to do the army drill? Army drill means army, when army used to practice, right? So they refused to do the army drill. Why? Because in that army drill they were supposed to use the new cartridges. We know that there were reasons for for rebellion, for 1857 rebellion. What were the reasons? But they are, so one of those reasons was also this, that the new cartridges were suspected as of being coated with the fat of cows and pigs. Okay, and the soldiers got this information and they didn't want to lose their religion by doing this. Okay, so they again refused to the British officials, that they are not going to do the army drill. And for this thing, 85 sepoys, remember the number, 85 sepoys were dismissed from some service. Means they were out of the service, they were not, no more sepoys now. So these were how many in number? 85 sepoys. And 85 sepoys were sentenced to 10 years in jail for disobeying their officers. Okay, so what did they do? That 80, they put 85 sepoys into the jail for 10 years. For 10 years. Okay, and for what reason? For disobeying their officers. This thing happened in on which date? When they were put on, when this decision came out on 9th May, on 9th May 1857. What decision I'm talking about? I'm talking about the decision of putting the 85 sepoys who refused to do the army drill due to the new cartridges. Those sepoys have to go into the jail for for 10 years, and this judgment came on 9th May 1857. Here it is 1857. Okay. So when this judgment came out, they were supposed to be put into the jail just the next day, means on 10 May. But when soldiers got this information, they were already too much provoked of later things. Now this thing happened. They didn't even took a minute to think more about that they should do something or not. They just did, okay? They just did in a lot of anger, and nothing was planned between them. But yes, those sepoys have a trust over them, and that trust led this fight, okay? That trust made this fight a huge fight. Okay, so on 10th May, the soldiers marched to jail in Meerut and released the imprisoned sepoys. So what they did, so basically they attacked their British officers as well. At the time of Mangal Pandey, only Mangal Pandey attacked, but this time a huge crowd of sepoys attacked on British officers, and they imprisoned the sepoys who were supposed to go into the jail and release the imprisoned sepoys, and they attacked and killed British officers, and they also put the building of their army drill, our company's army, on fire. They all captured the guns of each and everything, every official from there, officer from there, every kind of weapon they captured from them, and put the building on fire. Okay, now they from that point they declared that they are going to fight against Firangis. They are gonna have a war on the Firangis. War on the Firangis. This title was kind of given by, this was a kind of title given by the given by the sepoys. Okay, soldiers were determined, because the soldiers, why did they do this? Because they were so determined, they were so dedicated that now these Firangis have to leave India in any case. Whatever happens, they have to leave. Anyhow, on any condition, they will leave India. No more they are going to rule on us. But now the second question arose that then who will rule over them? Who will rule over them? So soldiers did have the answer of this also. They have the answer that Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar will rule over them. Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. He was quite old, but still they had a belief that he will be the leader of India. He will be the next leader of India. So to make Bahadur Shah Zafar their leader, they marched to Meerut. They marched to Delhi. Meerut to Delhi, okay? Here from Meerut to Delhi. They marched from Meerut to Delhi throughout the night of 10th May 1857. Okay, just in the night time. They didn't even wait for a second, because they knew that if they want to achieve something, they don't have to wait, they don't have to put it on later. And that is why they all just went there. And when this news came to Delhi, so before the soldiers reached to Delhi, there were so many army sepoys already started attacking over the British officials, on the British officials. And this thing was really getting very high popularity, high. It was really spreading throughout that area, Delhi to Meerut area, and Delhi area, Meerut area. Now, here it tells, as news of arrival, the regiment stationed in Delhi also rose up in rebellion. Again, and the British officials and the buildings and everything was also the same thing which was done in Meerut was again done in Delhi before the sepoys of Meerut came to Delhi. Okay, now, what happened when those sepoys gathered around the Red Fort? Because in the Red Fort, Bahadur Shah Zafar used to live, okay? So, in the Red Fort, when they gathered around the Red Fort, and the triumphants, like it is just showing a variety, that triumphant soldiers are just the soldiers who used to carry the elephants with them also. So those soldiers also gathered around the Red Fort and saying that Bahadur Shah Zafar has to become the leader of this fight. They will become, but Badshah didn't want to because he was not willing to challenge the mighty British power. Mighty British power because it was a great, huge power. They are really strong, and Badshah has no background thing. He has its own army, own Indians, nothing more than that. But still, at the end, Badshah agreed to this because the soldiers were forcing him to no way. So that is why Badshah has to agree to them, and he became the leader and proclaimed himself as the leader. Okay, now the aging emperor. What is aging here? So basically, aging means the old emperor, which is getting older and older day by day. So that emperor, the old emperor, did accepted this demand, and after accepting this, after he got to know that he is the leader of this fight, so what did he did? First thing, what he did, he just write letters to all the chiefs, all the rulers of the country to come forward and organize a confederacy. Organize a confederacy of Indian states. So first thing comes, what is confederacy? Confederacy you can consider as an alliance. Okay, alliance means a particular people, when a particular uh, when a union of people gather, union of people happens for a particular purpose, that is called alliance or confederacy. So he asked them to come forward, all countries chiefs and rulers, maybe they belong to Mughal emperor or not, doesn't matter, but he asked everyone, he wrote letters to everyone. Now, the single step taken by Bahadur Shah had great implications, means that this single step was a really very crucial one because this helped a lot in the 1857 revolt. The Mughal dynasty had ruled over a very large part of the country. Okay, most smaller rulers and chieftains control different territories. So the thing next thing comes, why would the why would the chiefs and rulers will come forward to help Badshah? Why would they do so? They would do so because they also want to rule over their kingdoms freely, not under the Britishers. And also they maybe they are under Mughal emperors, but still they were quite free under Mughal emperors, not like Britishers. And Britishers were even interfering in each and everything of them. Okay, now here in the last paragraph it tells the British had not expected this to happen. Now I told you about Indians, what Indians thought, what Indians did. Now what was the reaction of Britishers? Britishers were like, what happened? They were so stunned and shocked, they didn't know what happened to them. They thought the disturbance caused by the issue of cartridges would die down soon. But when Bahadur Shah Zafar decision, means when Bahadur Shah Zafar proclaimed the leader of this war, then it became a great deal for Britishers also. Okay, the entire situation just changed so dramatically. Here mentions also. And why did he Bahadur Shah Zafar, why would he taken this decision? Can you think of the decision he would taken? Because he knew that, we know that normally when people see an alternative possibility, means they know that this can be also happen, then they feel inspired, means they get motivated, and enthused means they become so excited, and they become so active. So they thought that in the same way, Bahadur Shah Zafar also saw a possibility that it might result, this war may result with the end of Britishers from India. That is why he got so inspired with that mutiny, and that is why he got so active that he also proclaimed himself as the leader. And this thing gives him the courage, hope and confidence to act. And that is the most important thing. When we have to fight, we have to war, because when we fight, then we suppose that we could win, हम जीत सकते हैं अगर हम अच्छे से करें। हमारे पास एक होप होती है और हमारे पास कॉन्फिडेंस होता है जब हमारे साथ बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं कि हमारे जीतने में कोई कसर तो नहीं है कहीं से भी। ठीक है, All right. So this was all in this paragraph. I hope you got really interesting. This is a really very interesting chapter in this in your class 8 history. And after this, a lot of things will happen, and you will be like, wow. Okay. So thank you. If you got really interested, then please share it with your loved ones and have a good day.